posting private messages just to save face.
You have to break that record in the same amount of time that that player said it.
Okay.
Right?
Like, what are you talking about? Even look at Gilbert's. Gilbert doesn't even agree with that shit. Look at Gilbert's face. I just don't understand what's so hard about showing support to somebody who's doing right by the game. How is it hard to support somebody like that?
Yeah, Hall of Famer and current Dallas Sky broadcaster Sheryl Swoopes responded to a fan on X who accused her of being unfair to Caitlin Clark with screenshots of alleged text messages. Swoopes' post on Monday showed 3 images of her messages with a contact named Caitlin Clark that she claims took place on February 5. The first image showed Swoopes apologizing for an incorrect statement about the length of Clark's college career earlier this year. "Hey Caitlin, I wanted to personally reach out to you, say I made a mistake on what year this is for you. COVID year has been."
There is a lot of drama. I mean, there's been drama in the WNBA world, I guess, since the creation, but it's been really turned up because Miss Sheryl Swoopes and others have been silenced. Well, Sheryl Swoopes, can't nobody silence her. But this morning, Unc and Stephen A went hard at the Caitlin Clark haters so bad, and they had receipts. They were like, listen, y'all didn't want to give this girl no props. She's doing it. She's top 5 in the WNBA right now. There is no Rookie of the Year race, right?
The drama between WNBA legend Sheryl Swoopes and rising star Caitlin Clark has become the latest hot gossip in basketball circles. It all started when Sheryl, known for her fierce opinions, critiqued Caitlin during her rookie season.
Sheryl Swoopes, that called Caitlin Clark a 25-year-old in college last year, said that the only reason she has the scoring record is because she played 4 more years. Or sorry, she played 5 years in college instead of 4 years in college. And then after being corrected on she actually only played 4 years, she's 22 years old, then said, well, she shoots 40 shots a game. She shot under 20 shots a game for her college career. So she basically said one lie, and when she was pulled up on the lie, said another lie, and she was pulled up on the second lie, responded with a third lie. And also in April, when I think it was at the NCAA point, she broke one of Sheryl Swoopes' records. But like by the end of it, she completely blew out Sheryl Swoopes' record. Like it was not even, whatever that record was she broke was not even like close. And she was like, well, when we played like one less game in the tournament. And it's like, well, yeah, you could have went, Caitlin Clark, you could have played 4 more games. You could have played an extra year, and she probably still would have had that record. Like,
Sheryl incorrectly claimed that Caitlin needed 5 seasons to break NCAA scoring records, leading to some eyebrow-raising moments.
Context, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it's somehow worse. Now, the first comment that actually sparked this did not start in the beginning of this season. It actually started last year when Caitlin Clark broke the all-time record for the most points in a tournament in college that was previously held by Sheryl Swoopes.
I set the record in 5 games. Right?
Yeah.
Because back then, we had a first round bye. So we didn't get to play, I didn't get that 6 games. So I set the record in 5 games.
Yeah.
So to me, yes, she broke the record, but she did it in 6 games.
It took her extra game.
Well, I'm just saying.
You can say that.
No, listen, if I have 6 games,
the record's different.
well, I'm gonna have another 30 to the 177,
you were
Jordan.
averaging, what was it? 34?
30, yeah.
34.
30 something. How about that? I mean, we're having a good time, we're having fun, but I don't really care what the record is, who has the record.
After these comments, Sheryl had to face a massive backlash from critics and fans. Stephen A. Smith even called Sheryl insane for not acknowledging Caitlin's undeniable impact on the game. He pointed out that ignoring Caitlin only fueled rumors that Sheryl might harbor resentment towards the rookie, who has been a game changer in the WNBA.
You have any idea how that serves to stain any kind of critique of Caitlin Clark, because that gives fodder to those who believe she's being hated on and ostracized to some degree? Do you realize that, Sheryl Swoopes, you're insane to do that? Let me tell you why you're insane to do that. Because Sheryl Swoopes, you're one of the greatest players ever in the history of basketball. That's why.
When called out, Sheryl privately apologized to Caitlyn, admitting she was confused about Caitlyn's playing years. Caitlyn graciously accepted, even thanking Sheryl for inspiring her. But the real tea was spilled when Sheryl leaked this private conversation on social media.
I've been wrong this entire time. A midlife crisis is when you take a private conversation between you and a 22-year-old and you leak that conversation out on Twitter for the entire world to see. Folks, that's right, Sheryl Swoopes, after being pulled from calling the Dallas Wings Indiana Fever game for reasons we all know why, hatred, jealousy, catty behavior, the R word if you guys want to go there, whatever reason, but a bevy of reasons, Sheryl Swoopes was pulled out of that broadcast. She seems to be trying to defend herself against all the internet trolls, and in doing so, she ends up making herself look like...
She has shared multiple screenshots of her private conversation with Caitlyn randomly under an X post. Seriously, that was not expected of a basketball legend like her.
A fool. Folks, yes, you heard me correctly. This is Sheryl Swoopes reaching out privately to Caitlin Clark. Hey, Caitlin, I wanted to personally reach out to you and say I made a mistake on what year this is for you. COVID year has me all confused, LOL. I also have nothing but respect for you and your game and appreciate your skill. Congrats on everything you have accomplished thus far. Be blessed. Okay, Sheryl. Caitlin Clark responds, hey, blah, blah, blah. No worries at all. Really appreciate you reaching out, and there's no hard feelings. I appreciate all you have done for women's basketball and for inspiring girls like me and building the foundation and platform we have today. You're very welcome, Caitlin. I really appreciate you and your game. You are taking it to a whole new level. Keep being great. Have a blessed night. Caitlin Clark with the praying hands emoji. You.
While Sheryl tried to clear the air by revealing her private DMs with Caitlyn, many saw the move as desperate and unnecessary. Fans and analysts alike questioned why she felt the need to expose these messages to the public, especially when the controversy surrounding her critique of Caitlyn had largely died down. Instead of quelling the criticism, the release of the DMs reignited doubts about her true motives.
Sheryl Swoopes, I'm not sure what you thought you were accomplishing here by leaking these messages other than showcasing you have no self-control. You have no control of yourself. You're spiraling because life's coming at you fast. All of the hateful, spiteful things that you've said about Caitlin Clark, about her game, all the lies that you've said are, what did Diana Taurasi say? Our reality comes at you fast. The WNBA, the Dallas Wings, Bally Sports said, yeah, she's out of here for this game. We don't want her for this game. Folks, do you remember the lies that Sheryl Swoopes was saying? Do you remember the lies that Sheryl Swoopes was dishing out? Let's just take a quick listen to some of...
By posting their private exchange, Sheryl seemed to be justifying her earlier comments that downplayed Caitlyn's achievements. Despite the cordial nature of the conversation, many felt that Cheryl's decision to go public only highlighted her insecurities.
She posted this, you may shoot me with your words. Someone responded, I followed you through college and with the comments. I've always been a huge fan, still am. I'm also a Caitlyn fan. Your podcast maybe would help people heard what it was growing up in Texas. I don't know. I appreciate that. People, or please note, I do not dislike or hate her. I like her game too. It's all the ugly fans that I don't care for. But it's like, I cannot stress this enough. Nobody mentioned Sheryl Swoopes and Caitlin Clark in the same sentence until Sheryl Swoopes herself said, Caitlin Clark is 25. Caitlin Clark has done 5 years of college. Caitlin Clark shoots 40 shots a game. And then, no one said anything until then. And then Iowa Basketball themselves posted Caitlin Clark, age 22, points X.
Some speculate that Sheryl leaked her private DMs with Caitlyn out of frustration after being removed from a Dallas Wings broadcast. The buzz is that she was axed because she stayed mum about Caitlyn's stellar performance, which didn't sit well with fans.
First player to be signed in the WNBA with the Houston Comets in 1997, was removed from her regular post as Dallas Wings color commentator for the team's game against Clark's Indiana Fever on Sunday. Swoopes has fired off several responses to posts on X that have referenced her interactions and previous statements on Clark.
During the Dallas Wings broadcast, Sheryl was notably silent when it came to discussing Caitlyn's impressive performance. This lack of commentary didn't go unnoticed by fans and critics, leading to speculation that her silence was a factor in her removal from the broadcast team.
Did you guys know that 17% of the WNBA's flagrant fouls were committed against Caitlin Clark? And the Chicago Sky committed 80% of those. No surprise here. People hate her on and off the court. But get this, Sheryl Swoopes was purposely left off this broadcast because of her disdain and hate for Caitlin Clark. A grown-ass woman hating on a WNBA rookie so much, a woman that she doesn't even know, and you're surprised that you're left off the broadcast? Sheryl Swoopes can't even give credit where credit is due. She went on a podcast and she was praising the Fever for how they turned around their season. But who's the one person that she failed to mention as being a part of that? Yep, Caitlin Clark. She has been criticizing her all season, not one positive comment.
Staying silent while her co-broadcaster was talking about Caitlin Clark winning Player of the Week.
The players of the week, both of them had outstanding weeks, and they're the next two opponents of the week. Caitlin Clark will be here on Sunday for the week, averaged 25, and Avisa Collier averaged over 25. And of course, the Lynx here Friday at 6:30 on Ion. And then the Fever come here at 3 o'clock before a sellout crowd. Tough stretch for Dallas. Coming into the second half of the season, they had the hardest remaining schedule. Enrique pulls it away. 4 rebounds for Enrique. Satu was the floor.
So when I first saw this video, I actually wanted to come to her defense because a lot of times during the broadcast, there are different reads that the broadcasters have to call out. So this was probably one of them. Maybe it was assigned to her.
The timing certainly raised eyebrows, as Cheryl's absence from the broadcast came amid heightened controversy surrounding her critique of Caitlyn.
And she gave an entire lesson about how great the Indiana Fever were last week and left Caitlin Clark out of it, and then got called out as a hater over Caitlin Clark. Well, I think that's confirmed at this point. And it's gotten so bad that it looks like she had been pulled from that broadcast. Nancy Lieberman was replaced, and by the way, Nancy Lieberman, during the game, made these comments about Caitlin Clark and not wanting people to be so damn jealous of Caitlin Clark. And you better take note that Caitlin Clark is going to lead a lot of women to make a lot of different, new strides in the business.
Some fans and analysts believe that this may have been a retaliatory move after the network replaced her with another WNBA legend, Nancy Lieberman.
Sheryl Swoopes getting booted from the Dallas Wings broadcast team. She was replaced by Nancy Lieberman. Here is, this is from Athlon Sports. And Fever Wings TV broadcast gets shakeup amid Sheryl Swoopes' Caitlin Clark drama. WNBA legend has been highly critical of the 22-year-old point guard all season long, and she recently drew the ire of several fans on social media after seemingly defending Chicago Sky guard Diamond DeShields after she fouled Clark hard from behind, knocking her to the floor. And it goes into more, but she was replaced. I don't know if Ron Thulin was the partner in the other broadcast.
Yes, Nancy Lieberman, who has been a close friend of Sheryl for years, tried to help clear the air. Lieberman, understanding the gravity of the situation and the backlash Sheryl was facing, encouraged her to address the controversy head-on.
Told her when Caitlin was still playing at Iowa and she had just broken Maravich's record. And it was all over the place, as you and I have discussed, that, you know, there was this quote by Sheryl that said, you know, Caitlin was, 25 years old. She was, however old, 24 years old. She was a fifth-year senior. Right. She was taking 40 shots a game. Her records were illegitimate. And I got off the treadmill and I called her as a friend. And I said, you know, you can say whatever you want. You can have your own opinion about anybody, but you do have to get the statistics right. I mean, facts matter. And if you just get ahead of this and just say, hey, I made a mistake on my numbers, then this thing is over and everybody respects you for your opinion.
She advised Sheryl to be transparent and clarify the facts to the public, hoping it would help mitigate the criticism and provide a clearer picture of what really happened. This support from Lieberman highlights the strong bond between the two and her desire to see Sheryl navigate through this challenging time with honesty and integrity.
You know, you might like Boston, I might like the Yankees. You know, it's okay to have difference of opinions. Well, she got upset with me on the phone, and I was like, Sheryl, you know, I'm not doing anything to hurt you. I'm just sharing. We're talking. And so our relationship it pretty much is not happening at this point. I tried to talk to her at the Final Four. Right. She didn't want to talk to me. My life's going to be good or great with or without Sheryl Swoopes in my life. I'd rather have her in it.
What do you think about Lieberman's involvement in this situation? So, as Sheryl has been accused of being a racist multiple times, some people believe that her hatred towards Caitlin is based on skin color.
A lot of you guys in my last short has been asking, who's Sheryl Swoopes? I never heard of her. I'm new, I'm a Caitlin Clark fan. That's part of the issue why a lot of people don't like the new fans coming in, because, oh, you're new. New fans are good. We need new fans to grow the women's game. This is a legend. Champion, MVP, legend. But currently, as an analyst, commentator, she's a clown. But you can't take away from her basketball legendary, because on the court, amazing, one of the best of all time. Currently a clown, Sheryl Swoopes. That's what she looked like when she was younger. I know she looks different now, but shout out to all the new fans in the WNBA, whether you're Caitlin Clark or whatever. We need you to keep the women's game relevant. But she did help pave the way. But she's a hater, she's jealous, maybe a little bit racist.
Some analysts speculate that the reasons behind the criticism Caitlin faces in the WNBA are complex and multifaceted. People believe that specific factors like her sexuality, her skin color, and her status as a rookie contribute to the backlash she is experiencing.
You look really bad. You look insane. You look crazy. You look like a hater if you're still talking bad on Caitlin Clark. And it's very obvious that the resistance to Caitlin Clark is coming from this direction. Her sexuality, her color, and her status as being a rookie. Those are the three things. She's white. If she were black, it would be an easier road. She's heterosexual, as far as I heard. If she were not, it'd be an easier road. And if she weren't a rookie, and she was in there sweating with the rest of them for all them years of obscurity that nobody cared about the league, and then all of a sudden she popped, oh yeah, give it to her, shoot. Oh, sure.
As a white player in a league where the majority of players are black, there may be underlying racial dynamics at play. Caitlin's sexuality has also been mentioned as a potential factor. In professional sports, athletes' personal lives can sometimes become points of contention, and this might contribute to the criticism she faces.
So then you get what we have, which, if I had to bundle those three things up, it's resentment. This is what's going on. You're seeing resentment on full display. You're seeing people say, nah, man, that ain't right. This is a black league. Black women out there, they helped build this league. And somebody else is sitting there, if you're just being objective, build what? They were getting subsidized for what, 27 years? Build what? Oh man, look, her sexuality, which is really touchy. People don't like to go there, but you know, this show we got to. It doesn't matter to me on the outside, but on the inside, culturally it matters. You want to know why? The NFL, how long did it take for a homosexual guy to come out, right? Gay guy to come out. Why? Because on the inside, oh, we got something for you. We got some resistance for you, some resentment for you. And then she's just a rookie. Why y'all giving all that love? There's always been rookie vet hate, always. That's why vets hate rookies. In part because they come in immediately making more than you did when you were a rookie. Then in part, some of them make more than you make as a veteran. Like she's making league maximum, and there's some other girls out there doing all that work.
However, despite this, many young players and fans have shown a lot of appreciation for Caitlin's talent and contributions to the game. In a podcast, Satu Sabali shared her thoughts on Caitlin's impact on the WNBA. Sabali acknowledged Caitlin's significant influence and the excitement she brings to the league. She mentioned that while it's great to see so many fans supporting women's basketball, it can be a bit frustrating to see so many fans of an opposing player in their home arena. She said Caitlin is the face of WNBA right now.
I think the WNBA narrative right now is Caitlin Clark, and I think that's a good narrative, but it's also not the only narrative. Caitlin is an amazing generational talent, and she's going to do amazing things. You're the #1 pick. People are going to go after you, whether it's for the right or wrong reasons, because they see greatness in you. And what the WNBA is measuring one type of greatness against the other greatness. There's just so much more to the WNBA than Caitlin, but Caitlin is the face right now, and that's also good. She's selling out gyms. Why would you hate against that? We had a sold-out home opener. I think it was a practice game, like it wasn't even serious. We benefited from that because now we have all our fans there, and they're excited, and you have new people coming into a market. She is her own economy, and that is amazing, and she's being paid her worth. And now we need to get other women on board to get paid their worth, because she's the reflection of what should happen in women's sports.
I think don't let anybody tell you can't do something. You can achieve whatever you want in life. I think especially for young girls, like, have confidence. I think that's something a lot of young girls struggle with, is confidence. And lucky enough, like, you know, I have parents that instilled confidence in me. I grew up playing basketball with the boys, so I had a lot of self-confidence, and I think that can get you a long way as a young girl, as a woman. You know, just being confident in yourself and what you want to achieve in life.
Caitlin has indeed shown remarkable composure amidst the backlash and drama. Instead of engaging in the controversy, she chose to focus on inspiring young girls. In a recent interview, she emphasized the importance of confidence and resilience. Caitlin said, "Stay confident in yourself and what you want to achieve in life." What are your thoughts on it? Let us know in the comments section below. Thanks.